to New York City last night.
New York City!
And we have not only, of course, his tape of him live on Home BO last night. We have... there's no way. I don't care how good he was. Rob, there's no way we're going to listen to all this crap. Look at this. He's got a whole itinerary from Lewis in New York. Lewis interviewing the real-life Kenny Kramer. Lewis speaking to the Puerto Rican contest spokesman. Lewis sees Jerry in his limo. Lewis interviews a tourist from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Talks to Jerry's limo driver. Talks to a guy about the protesting, solicits a ticket for the show. I mean, he was up on the street for hours and hours, but because the lab did such a fine job,
Yes.
we'll listen to at least 30 or 40 seconds of his tape of his experience in New York City.
You know, none of that tape, as good as it may be, none of it compares to his ultimate success. His ultimate successful mission, which if you did not get a chance to see the show last night, as I did, like Mike did, who are these people? Oh, but I saw it before the show, and this is incredible.
Last night, I was sitting, actually, playing cards with my son. We're playing some gin rummy, and we had the Jerry Seinfeld show on. My wife was in the other room doing the dishes or whatever she's doing. And, you know, the jokes, they really suck, the jokes that he was doing. And
There's the energy level, too. I mean, it was just, there's something about it that was just too safe, and stand-up comedy shouldn't be that safe.
I wasn't really even paying attention, and then the phone rings, and it's my mother-in-law.
Right.
And as I went to pick up the phone, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" "How you doing?" "Guess what?" At that moment, I heard Donna Mike, Jerry, and I dropped the telephone. I said, I can't believe it. That retard really did it.
It's amazing. It's amazing that he succeeded. And I'll tell you, he didn't just succeed. He took his opportunity and absolutely you couldn't make any more of it.
Twice. He yelled at Jerry Seinfeld twice and actually stopped the show. Made Jerry Seinfeld look at him to try to find him in the crowd. Threw off his rhythm and his timing.
And we are truly, I thought these words would never come out of me.
Don't say it.
I'm truly appreciative. I appreciate Lewis.
Ixnay on the appreciative day.
I wanted to give him a hug. I tell you, it was that good. It was that
You stand alone there. The cheese stands alone. Man. Listen, here's the review in USA Today of Jerry Seinfeld's show. And they don't give him a good review. They say the jokes are not that good. But listen to this part. In fact, the only proof that the audience was live and not canned was the unexpected intrusion of some hecklers.
Bada bing.
But when they were silenced, he went right back into his robotic routine.
Yep.
Well, we'll play you the tape here in a second. We have a new station signing on today.
Yeah.
A new station in Florida.
Florida.
And Mike, I'm going to ask you to get out your medical supplies.
I've got the doctor's kit right here. We have the boiled water. It's a little lukewarm right now, but I'll tell you what, right now, I'm not getting down there again. Are you okay
can
today?
trust me.
Good enough.
You can trust me.
This is where I want to stay for this procedure.
Come close.
Why should I come close? Every
Because
time you tell me to come close.
you've got to catch the baby. You've got to catch the new station.
Okay, I'll get right in here. Come on.
I'm going to squeeze it out right now.
All right, push a little harder.
And
Now, see, that's why I go to the other end of the room.
oh, look, you slipped out.
Look at that little baby.
Slipped out.
Get the little baby.
Affiliate number 59 on our route to world domination.
Yeah, we're on our way to 60.
WTLQ.
That's a DJ call. CLQ. CLQ, baby.
Hey, here's a Q-tip for you from the Q Crew. Right? That's from your friends at WTLQ. And whenever a radio station says from your friends, you should know as a listener that they are out to have butt sex with you. Anytime a radio station says they're your friend, you can trust that they're not. It's WTLQ.
CLQ.
In Fort Myers/Naples, Florida.
Hey, I know that area down there. Great golf courses down there.
Supposed to be a real station with real ratings, although they certainly must be in some kind. Maybe they're about to go Chapter 7 or something, because generally the only stations that pick up our show are the real hard luck say, oh, look at it, all the way down there.
One of the fastest growing areas in the United States is down in the South Florida. Southwest Florida.
Robbie has the map of Florida. You see it all the way down there?
I've been there. I know where it is. I've been there. I love it down there. It's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful down there. WTLQ, everybody.
TLQ. Hey, everybody's listening, but keep that on the QT. Q Crew reminds you, baby, from your fun-loving Q. Hey, we got a great station, and it's right on cue. Right on cue. All right, WTLQ in Fort Myers, Naples, Florida. That's great. Listen, all you people listening for the first time, and I'm guessing that since it's Florida, you're all blue hairs and, you're on life support and everything. Our show is not like what you've heard before.
No, it's not.
We talk about all kinds of bad stuff and use all kinds of bad words.
Yeah.
So why don't y'all just do us a favor and die right now, and we'll bring in the new, younger audience to WTLQ.
There are lots of young people down there. This is a rapidly growing place.
Mike, that's where old people go to die. Florida. Welcome to Florida. The smell of death is in the air as soon as you cross the state line to Florida.
That'd be a nice thing for their souvenir, their travel brochures. Florida, the smell of death is all in it.
The smell of them gay and the smell of death. All right, station number 59, and that's great. Good. Now we got a ton of crap to get to on today's show. Most of it good crap. But we got to start with Lewis and his incredible triumph last night.
I know that people now, at this point, with all the hype, they're listening for it. They're waiting to hear this.
All right, now, this is where I thought, and you thought also, right, Rob, that Lewis was yelling out Dynamite here in the very beginning of the show. Rob Dwight heard it also. Lewis says it's not him screaming out our name, but this is when Jerry Seinfeld first came on stage last night. Thank you. Standing ovation. Now I know there's always a... Excuse me? Thank you. Right before he said standing ovation, someone bring that on. Oh, really? Oh, we thought that's what it was.
We hear it everywhere. But you should tell people we hear it.
I just heard it again, though. Now, here is the actual thing.
This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see this last night, you're in for a treat.
All right. He's in the middle of telling jokes. And Jerry Seinfeld's timing was not the greatest last night because there was big spaces of silence.
I don't think there was any bigger space. Lewis picked the golden opportunity to do it.
Last night, Jerry Seinfeld's biggest moment in his illustrious career ruined by this little radio show.
I don't know how they're so definite, though. Maybe the cows tip them off when they're milking them.
July 3rd. He's doing his tired old bit about the expiration date on milk.
Yeah.
Okay? There's another one.
I didn't understand you, sir. No, I was right the first time. I don't understand you.
Oh, my God. Let's listen to it again. Hold on. We got to hear it again.
Let's do it again.
We got to hear it again. And you got to love his inflection. It's Dynamite. Jerry.
And then the second one, he really spazzes out at the end going, Jerry.
All right, here it is again. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a premature fanfare for Lewis. Bring him in. Come on.
Come on in, Lewis.
Yeah. The boy's like a hyperactive dog out there.
He still scares me. We like him for today, though.
You said you wanted to hug him. Come on. Here he is, conquering hero. There he is. Lutard. 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 Lutard.
Jerk, man, hey. Hi, guys, what's happening?
You did it, Lewis.
Way to go, Lewis.
Of course I
You
did. That was
son of a
exciting.
bitch, you did it.
Good job. You are the conquering hero today.
I feel great.
You demand, Lewis.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. What can I say? Gosh.
Set it up for us. Now, I know that we've got your entire behind-the-scenes tape, and I guess as I look at your chicken scratch here, your notes, the one thing I think is going to be interesting to hear on Lewis's behind-the-scenes tape is that he had a tape recorder going.
While he did the heckling.
Right, while he did it. So you'll actually hear the build-up to Lewis heckling Jerry Lewis, and you'll hear it from Lewis's standpoint.
Right, some stuff you can hear over the air on HBO.
Okay.
That I said. I wasn't saying loud enough, I guess.
Okay. All right, here it is again. Lewis's moment of beauty.
I don't know how they're so definite, though. Maybe the cows tip them off when they're milking them. July 3rd. I didn't understand you, sir. No, I was right the first time. I don't understand you.
Lewis!
You're the man,
Lewis, you nut job. I love you.
I love you guys, and that's why I'm here. Thanks a lot
Was
for the
that
assignment.
beautiful?
Thank you.
Was that beautiful, Lewis?
Now, when you started to do it, especially the second one, is that premeditated? Does that just come out of you when you get to the end and you do Jerry?
Yeah, the whole scene, like the 5 minutes before until I was out of the place was kind of I don't remember really what... Gosh.
Well, Lewis, you done good. You really did. I mean, you had a mission. You succeeded. Lewis, we've given you many missions that you have failed, but you actually succeeded on this one. You succeeded like I've never seen you succeed.
This was more exciting than beating your ass on last Friday's episode.
Well, I had to say that it was for me, too.
Oh, listen, far superior. You know, all the other things we've done with you. I mean, truly terrific.
Hold on, here's a call for Lewis. Hello, I think it's for Lewis. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, did y'all notice after Lewis did that just how absolutely pissed off Seinfeld looked for the next 10 minutes?
Yeah, I told you, it really threw off his timing. You really got to him, Lewis.
Well, I'm sorry, Jerry, but hey, that's the way it works.
That's showbiz. That's live TV, folks.
Oh, how funny is that?
Good job, Lewis.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
I was sitting like 3 rows behind Lutard last night.
Oh, you were.
Oh, God, it was hilarious. Everybody talked about for like the next...
Hold on. You can't use the F word, sir. You cannot drop the F-bomb, sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
I know you were obviously very enthusiastic about Lewis's performance.
Oh, it was hilarious. He should have been up on stage.
All right, here's a question. You were there?
Yes.
How did the crowd react to Lewis's heckle?
The people that were sitting right beside him thought it was funny. Everybody, I guess they might have known what it was up, but everybody else was kind of like, what's up with this kook?
It was a great moment.
And then they hustled you out of there, right, Lewis?
Well, I kind of packed up my gear and hid behind a curtain.
Now,
then I decided to make my way to under the guise of needing to find the bathroom, and they knew it was me right away. And they weren't violent or anything like that, but they did the main security guard hustled me right out of there.
Now, do you have that on your tape?
No. I didn't want them to see the equipment because they might confiscate everything.
Last night when we were watching this, and when we heard you say it the second time, as I mentioned, I was on the phone playing cards with myself. My wife came into the room, and this is how I know when we've done something on the show that's real good. She says to me all the time, she came and she went, oh, she had her hand over her mouth. I said, what's wrong? And she said, I feel so bad. You guys, you ruined Jerry Seinfeld's show. I said, oh, yeah, honey, you couldn't have said anything to make me prouder. How about that? Lutard!
Way to go, Lutard!
Thank you. Hey.
Lutard!
Excellent job.
I appreciate the opportunity.
And we expect nothing but this quality when you go to Las Vegas to ride the roller coaster to set the world's record.
You set the standard. You have set the standard now, Lewis.
And you're now privileged. You have a title. You are now the official town crier of the Don and Mike Show.
Congratulations, Lewis.
Thank you very much.
All hail Lutard, the town crier.
I mean, and you know, it's for my money, you mustered up about as much projection as you're capable of.
It sounded like you had a microphone there.
I was crouched down right next to one of the big flying cameras. And
Can you give us a live version? Can you give us a live version of the heckle? Can you do that for us?
Sure.
Maybe a little off mic.
Back
So
here.
yeah.
All right, here he is. Going to recreate his beautiful moment. Look at him. Look at him.
Don and Mike, Jerry!
He's a nut.
BM. That was a BM right there.
Jesus, he is. He is a nut job.
It was a thrill.
Unbelievable. How, as far as if you can give us an estimate, how close were you to the stage? I know you were in the upper level.
Could you make eye contact with Seinfeld?
Sure, he was very close. I mean, he couldn't see me because of the spotlights.
Right.
But the mezzanine hung over about the fifth or sixth row.
Oh, really?
And I was right there. I mean, it's like I could reach out and touch him. That's why it was so loud.
Now, was that an assigned seat, or did you luck into that with the seat that we
My
got
seat
you?
was about 8 rows up the mezzanine, and I just crouched down close to the like the Muppet balcony seats. And,
So you actually left your seat and went down to the front.
You are the man.
by the camera.
Way to
and
go.
waited for the perfect pause where he needed a little chunk of water.
Yeah, the water was a key for you, right?
Right.
All right, good.
And then I went to it. Hey, now.
All right, let's review. Here is Rob Grippy,
Okay.
man who lives in his car, who attempted to scream out our names at a Whitney Houston concert. Okay, you'll see how the other ones pale in comparison to this.
Oh, I'm real nervous now. All my friends are here. Oh, God. Huh? Ooh, yeah. Whatever you said, I love you back.
We used to be excited about that thing.
We were.
God bless you.
We were.
All right, then here was the former number one on the hit parade.
Yes.
Our former number one intern, Nick Joe, screaming out our names on the Letterman show when Bob Dole was there.
Our campaign's been broke for months.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Strong.
Will you go back to the hotel?
And he gets a response, which is good.
But it pales in comparison. Because the stakes were so high. This was Jerry Seinfeld's Sayonara song.
Absolutely.
20 million people watching Home BO last night.
Great exposure for the show, Lewis.
And you, Lutard, stand up and proudly scream our names.
I don't know how they're so definite, though. Maybe the cows tip them off when they're milking them. July 3rd. I didn't understand you, sir. No, I was right the first time. I don't understand you. Well, thank you, sir, whatever that was.
You know what? I apologize. I had not played that. I didn't realize that there was a third. Now, what did you say the third day? You say...
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, that's it.
It was quite a
Are
rush.
these people?
Who are these people? Lutard.
Let me give a little salute.
Yeah, and how about that? That Jerry Seinfeld actually... And the way I see...
Acknowledged Lewis with a salute.
The way that I see this is Jerry Seinfeld said, game, set, match.
Yeah, you
right.
Good job, heckler.
He looked up at you and he went, like, you know... Right. That's it. Sure. You effed up the biggest show I've ever done in my life. And what if Jerry Seinfeld had known that it was Louis the retard that did that?
Oh, who knows what his reaction would have
Not
been.
some professional heckler, not some citified heckler.
Louis. Like if you ever meet in the future, like right next to me, they'll have a little bit of conversational anecdote-ness.
You meet Jerry Seinfeld in the future?
Sure, I'm sure that I will. I ruined his big time.
You having a dream about that? Do you dream about that also, Lewis, meeting Jerry Seinfeld?
No, not specifically him. Really. But the things that I do dream about usually happen. I don't know what's going on.
That's part of the psychotic living. You know, Mike asked me before the show today if I've ever read on the air that idiotic Fabio romance novel letter that you wrote to me. And I have.
Is that what that was?
I have not read that letter on the air. That was after. And tell me how he's in love with us and how he... We're right in the middle of a great bit. Hey, God! Thanks for screwing with our show.
Well, you know, we had Lewis out there with Jerry Seinfeld, and now God's doing the same thing to us.
All the power just went off.
Yeah.
Are we still on the air?
Some electrical storm activity in Washington, D.C.
Hello?
Who are these people?
What, Lewis?
That wasn't me.
I said, come do the show at my house.
Oh, that was Buzz. I keep forgetting that Buzz is here, but
Hey,
he's
Buzz,
not.
did you lose power, Buzz?
No, the lights are on here.
All right, well, we're back on the air.
All right.
See, we handle the adversity, unlike Jerry Seinfeld. And he had, what, I gotta say, he thought that would be the last place in the world that he would be heckled, that it was going to be...
Absolutely, and therein lies the beauty of the moment.
It was going to be an ass-kissing festival for Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah,
and
right.
I wouldn't even categorize that as heckling because it's not like you said, Jerry, you stink, or Jerry, these jokes are bad.
No, but I think heckling is heckling, and I think that, when comedians are paying their dues, heckling is part of the comedy equation. And that is something that I agree with you. I think he thought he was above it, and there was old Lewis sitting there, up in the mezzanine, just letting it fly, and Jerry Seinfeld never in a million years expected that our Lewis would be able to do that.
Never saw it coming.
I'm still absorbing this.
Never saw it coming.
It's a great moment. Were you surprised at our reaction when you came into the office today? Because you seemed genuinely surprised that we were, because we treat you so bad.
You know what it was like? Remember on the old Johnny Carson show, if you had a good set, that Johnny would ask you to come sit on the couch? Lewis came in the office, and of course he's terrified of coming in our office.
Yes, he is.
And I said, hey, come on in. Sit down. Have a seat. You've earned it. And you were ecstatic. Like you said, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm in here. I'm sitting in the office with you guys.
That was very good impersonation, and I just been waiting for a long time for that to happen, and now I did something to make it happen. So there's a need to be excited when that kind of thing happens.
But it's not like you have an open-ended pass to come in the office now.
Oh, well, I didn't.
That was a one-time only visit to the office.
And you should be aware of the fact that, in show business, like any other business, all fame is fleeting and, lasts for a very brief period of time.
You're only as good as your last bit.
I understand that, but I'm also only 21, so I've got a broad future ahead of me.
We're not trying to run you down, so don't stop doing that.
But don't think we're having a love affair with you or something, okay?
I would never.
Because actually, the more time you spend in here, the more time I realize how good that was, but how that doesn't really change anything.
Still kind of hate you on some level. Still love beating your ass. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don Mike,
Bobby.
there was also a guy at Jerry Seinfeld's show last night who had a laser pointer.
Oh, you know what? I thought that was Lewis. When he was standing up on stage before Lewis heckled him, some guy had the laser pointer and put the red dot right on Jerry Seinfeld's face. Yeah, that was funny too.
Laser pointers. I was in Price Club yesterday, and I saw that that something's going to be abused in society when you see it at Price Club. And I saw they had a vat of laser pointers. They had the industrial bring in the truck, dump off the entire case of laser pointers.
The kids love the laser pointer.
You're going to see laser pointers now everywhere. Now that they're at Price, you have a laser pointer?
Oh, yeah, they're great fun, but I didn't bring it into the show.
Just for the record, though, that was not you putting the red dot on Jerry Seinfeld's face.
Joker.
All right, gotcha. Thank you, my friend.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Well, it's you. You are these people, Lewis. Now, when you got done, when you left the theater where the show was happening, when you went back to your car, how did you feel? Did you know you'd hit a home run?
Yeah, I did. But I mean, I was very expectant of your reactions. And, that's what had me so excited because when the home run was really hit, the actual bat was swung, and you guys were jumping up and down.
So
that's the rewards for me.
They were nice when they ushered you out of the theater.
Well, the security guard, he wasn't happy, but he wasn't upset because it was kind of funny, and the New York cops that were outside kind of guarding the perimeter,
Yeah.
they couldn't help but smirk.
Oh, they were smirking?
Oh, yeah, they
good.
kind of liked it. And they said, as long as I had my tickets subbed, they said, get out of here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, well, listen, we're going to do a break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to listen to portions of your digital audio tape.
Certainly.
Of your trip to New York. Now, certainly not all this is worth our valuable time, right?
Well, there's a good amount of stuff in there, but it's you can pick and choose.
I do want to hear you with the very obnoxious Kenny Kramer. Now, was he able to get into the show?
I don't think he can get in. I got in, but not that guy.
Now, then you have Jerry in the limo. Was that when Jerry arrived?
I believe so, but it was hard to tell. There was a whole bunch of people.
Now, I see Larry David's name on here, the guy that's the brains behind the Jerry Seinfeld show. Did you have a chance to talk to him?
No, not him specifically. It was some people in line who knew him through some relation, and they had a couple things to say.
What about the Puerto Ricans who were there protesting?
That's a good little piece of tape because the guy is going off on such a stupid topic just to get some publicity for the Puerto Ricans.
All right,
get out of here. Yeah, Lewis, right now, get out of here.
Thanks, Lewis.
Come back in.
Okay.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't bother Christine.
Very successful.
All right, we like you. She still hates you. There he is.
Who are these people?
Town crier, Lewis. Beautiful moment for the Don and Mike show. History for our show.
We hear it again.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
I don't know how they're so definite, though. Maybe the cows tip them off when they're milking them. July 3rd. I didn't understand you, sir. No, I was right the first time. I don't understand you. Well, thank you, sir, whatever that was.
You know, seems to me Lewis is getting as big, if not bigger, laughs than Jerry.
He gets a huge laugh at the very beginning.
For this guy to be here.
Oh, that was a beautiful moment.
Oh, it sure was.
That was a good moment. Listen, while we are basking in the glow of Lutard, why don't you call in to win right now? We'll start the show today with a Big Fat Harry Caller 100 on our toll-free DJ line at 1-800-6. Remember when you and I actually went on stage? And back when the Beastie Boys were popular?
Back at the Capitol Center.
We went on stage and introduced them. They came out of a giant condom. Do you remember that? And it had like the fake gentleman's relish shooting out of the top of it.
And I believe that we were in a rather good rush to get out of there, too,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And
Oh, boy.
it was not, they were not really receptive. Anytime you open for any musical group, people are not there to laugh. They're there, they want to see who they paid for.
Yeah, you haven't lived until you've had 18,000 people flip you off.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. It was a truly beautiful moment.
All right, well, listen, Cindy, you are caller number... I know it's Mindy. You're caller 100. And you've won the pay-per-view of The Rainmaker, John Grisham's book that's made into a movie. That's from pay-per-view. And you're qualified now to win the $5,000 that we are giving away on the show 2 weeks from Wednesday.
Cool.
One person in one lump sum wins 5 large, courtesy of Advantage Title. Hope it's you, and thanks for listening to the show on Talk Radio KFH
Thanks, Jeff.
in Wichita. Hold on there, Ditzy. Hello.
Hello?
My lady. All my ladies are on the phone right now.
Hello, my lady.
Hello, honey.
Your other... Oh, I had the radio turned down. Do you have another lady on the phone?
It was,
Mindy.
I forget her name. Mindy.
Mitzi.
Whatever. She was a contest winner.
All right.
Hey, honey.
Yeah.
I was telling everybody that I think the biggest way that I knew that the Lewis attack on Jerry Seinfeld was a success last night was when you came into the room and you did that standard move that you have where you put your hand over your mouth and you said, "Oh, I feel so bad."
It makes me very uncomfortable when you do that kind of thing.
We didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, well, but you're
I think
responsible.
it's very important to draw that distinction. We did absolutely nothing.
It's a drawn-on bit, Dave.
That's right. He was simply a ticket holder enjoying himself.
Well, listen, I love you, and if you're not busy, I want to talk with you later about our big weekend anniversary. You know, we had our 17th anniversary on Friday.
Congratulations, Freda. I don't think I got a chance to tell you congratulations.
Well, thank you. It was very nice.
Many things I want to talk about. I want to talk about how our charge card was refused at a very fancy restaurant.
That's got to suck.
That's always nice.
Jesus.
Also, how we had sex in a pool this weekend. And yesterday, and especially with events that have happened to me the last couple of days, you can imagine how awkward this was. Yesterday was the family reunion. And I was loving life being there.
I know you always look forward to going to the family reunion.
I'd given you a pass. I had,
I know, but that would be the real pussy way out to stay at home.
You wanted to go. I couldn't hold you back. You begged me to go.
Listen, I knew I had made the right decision, though, when I found out that the only way to relieve yourself at the family reunion was in a good old-fashioned outhouse.
Oh, an outhouse? Like a wooden one?
Yes, that's right.
Like with a hole cut in there to go poop?
That's right. Oh, man. I don't know who it was.
The finest for my family.
I don't know who it was in your family. It must have been some of the little kids, because I bet the old people that were there couldn't make poops that smelled nearly as bad
As the youngsters?
When I stepped in there at one point to relieve myself yesterday afternoon, I had the serious gag reflex happened. Of course, it was about 100 degrees yesterday. It was about 100% humidity.
What you have is basically a hole, and then 4 feet down is just, I mean, so there's nothing there to dissipate any. It's not, porta potties are more sanitary. An old-fashioned outhouse is just.
Honey, did you go in that outhouse yesterday?
No, my darling. I was forewarned, and I made sure I didn't drink too much or anything.
Are you aware that they didn't even have like a receptacle underneath? That it was just a hole,
in a latrine.
Well,
and
you
then
know,
all of the leavings
right?
just went on the ground. So like when they moved the outhouse later from the field where the family reunion was held,
Now you're giving me the gag. You've succeeded. You know you can.
there'd be just a pile of Jason feces there.
Wait, and well, see, the thing is, my family has been in this area for hundreds of years. I mean, they're farmers, so that probably at one time was really an outhouse.
Now, was this out in the middle of a field? Was it the type of place where?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that with decomposition and.
Well, it was in somebody's backyard.
No. See, what happened was it's in a former field, and now the suburbs have grown up all around it. But we couldn't go in the house, so we had to revert back to, the way it used to be in farmer time.
And listen, also we have to talk about Max's big day, which I think we have scheduled for Friday's episode.
This Friday?
This Friday, snip, snip.
No, I don't know about that.
Honey, we got the vet coming in and everything.
Well, then you might have to take Max, and Max might have to be your buddy for the show.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have to discuss this.
Oh, that'd be fine. He's a cute little doggy, right?
Yeah, he's the best. Okay, I love you. I want to call you later.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, sweet.
Bye-bye.
Farmers actually use human stuff to fertilize their fields. We have a farmer across from our neighborhood, and the smell was so bad and so different that one of our neighbors actually called the farmer, and he said he uses this periodically to like fertilize them, and I guess it's treated for.
Out of this whole big field where this family reunion was held, there's going to be one spot about 3 feet by 2 feet where the grass is going to grow like, as tall as cornstalk.
I guess it's the best fertilizer, human feces, the best food fertilizer you can use. Wow.
Great tomatoes.
Boy, these are yummy. Taste so good. Taste so earthy.
That was the worst. That was the worst. Besides the fact that it's 100 degrees and there's bugs and there's ants and all of the old relatives that I don't even know, I know them from seeing them every year at Wise Family Reunions. Boy, I got to take a leak. I want to go into the house and go to the bathroom. My wife said, no. My family doesn't live in that house anymore. Since, I guess, the aunt that owned that house passed away.
So someone else's house.
The people that live there now have graciously donated their backyard so that they could still have the family reunion. And she said, go to the outhouse.
Well, then I guess they really appreciate the outhouse more than anybody else, the people that donated their backyard. The family reunion's over and all their kids come out to play. Mommy, there's a pile of poop in the backyard.
All right, now listen, more about Lewis and his triumphant appearance on HBO last night.
Sure, man.
We just received a fax from someone that says, someone in Reno, saw Kevin Nealon on the Fox Morning News program. He opened for Jerry Seinfeld last night and recounted the heckling, saying that he was the one that sent the cops after the heckler.
Really?
Yeah.
But how does that go again? That's interesting.
Okay. It says, I saw Kevin Nealon on the Fox Morning News program. He opened for Jerry Seinfeld, and he recounted the heckling bit, saying that he was the one that sent the cops after the heckler. So
Kevin Nealon got into the act.
Yeah, right.
That strikes me as the kind of thing Kevin Nealon would do.
Well, I didn't see that program this morning, but I heard it was comedian Kevin Meaney, not Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Meaney, who did the warm-up. Didn't Kevin Meaney come on our show one time and really suck?
Yeah, he's the worst. Although, really, they're both pretty bad. Kevin Neely and the other, and Kevin. What's the other guy's name?
Meaney and Nealon. You kicked Kevin Meaney off when he started doing jokes about self-mutilation. He said
this wasn't funny, right?
Yeah, he said this isn't funny, and
I was really excited about him being here, and he was a total letdown.
You invited him to leave.
I said, okay, all right. Okay.
So he probably remembered the name then, and that's why he sent the cops after Lewis.
Maybe so. Maybe he's just one of those do-gooders. I don't know.